Okay, can you hear me? Okay, I hope you can all hear me now. I don't know what was going on with this thing a moment ago. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me see. Just put it in the chat. Let me know that you can hear me in the chat. Right? Can you hear me? Okay. Good evening, everyone. You're welcome to tonight's session. Sorry, having a bit of an issue with the whole setup here. Sorry, just give me a moment. Yes. So, okay. Good evening. You're all welcome to tonight's session. This shouldn't take too much time. Okay. Uh, uh my name is Martin, the current president, acting president for the Nigerian Association for Foreign Trained Nurses. It's been what 4 years now, over 4 years now, that we'll be running Naftrans, and thank God we've been able to impact the lives of quite a number of people. So we are proud of that. We are glad about that, and we thank God for that ultimately, right? Tonight's session we're just going to be talking about what happens next now that you've passed your council exams, and yes, congratulations, big congratulations for passing the council exams. The outcome for that's the November exam wasn't really it wasn't we weren't really happy about it, but it's what we got, right? And we'll just have to make do with it. We've been getting personally, I've been getting a lot of messages and calls amongst other things. People reaching out. How can we improve things? How can we make things better? The result is troubling. And yes, it's really troubling. And like those are for okay. I don't think many of you here know me for this cohort know me, but for those who have been in Naftrans for long enough, we are already taking proactive measures to make sure that subsequent results actually get better. If you have been following the trend, if you look back in time, you discover that this is one of the lowest results we've gotten, and we really need to know why that is the case. Okay, and yes, we'll also need your help. We'll need your cooperation. We'll need your help. We'll need you to also let us know what exactly is happening, right? What exactly happened? How was the exams? Is it that the exams wasn't what you were expecting? Is it that the exams weren't from the what do you call it now? The questions, the syllabus that was prepared. Is it that you weren't being trained properly during the adaptation? Is it that you are not getting enough support from the faculty? What exactly is the issue? We would like to know, because until we know what the problem is, we can't provide solutions to prevent it from happening in the future, right? A number of you, even preparing for the inductions now, you've also reached out, like giving your input. Yeah, we appreciate that, but we really need more inputs from you guys, right? We need to know what exactly is going on so that we can make sure that outcomes like this do not happen. Um, about 2 years ago, we actively worked to make sure that our target, in fact, that then our target was a minimum of 75% pass for foreign trade nurses, and to make sure it doesn't fall below that. That period we had, that was when we launched the Naftrans Academy, right? The Naftrans Academy runs fully on Telegram. Tutorials were happening, like I think it was every day, if I'm not mistaken. We had volunteer tutors who were taking the tutorials, and by the time the results came out, we had about I think about 73%, unless I'm wrong with that figure, but somewhere around 73%. And we were glad about that figure, but it wasn't the best. But the feedback we got from our tutors was that, our candidates weren't taking the classes seriously. I mean, they weren't taking it seriously, but they still got that high figure. Then, something wasn't right, right? The feedback we got from the tutors, though, wasn't really encouraging. They weren't happy because they were giving assignments, people weren't giving feedbacks, they will ask questions, people weren't responding. And then by the time we go through the chats, we see the number of people that have actually listened to the voice notes, people that have actually read the messages, and yet, what we're getting as feedback, even from, you send a message and almost no one, you just get one or two responses. We need to know, we need you guys to communicate, we need you guys to tell us what, right? We have gone through this process. We have done everything we need to do. We have, at least for me personally, and the rest of national executives, all the leaders in Naftrans, actually, we have all gone through all this integration process. We are fully Nigerian registered nurses now, right? Personally, I have even done my youth service. I have been working even at the Federal Teaching Hospital for quite some time, and just left there earlier this year. But you know, our vice president, she's also there, completed, in fact, I think she's pursuing her master's right now, right? Writing her, doing her final exams. And, all of these things, everybody has moved on. We are here to help people like yourself, who are just entering the system. So while we have set systems in place to help you, please help us set systems in place to help those coming after you so that they don't, go through the psychological trauma and the stress that I'm sure you are seeing a lot of your colleagues right now going through, right? So yes, please reach out, let us know what exactly is going on in the adaptation centers. For those of you willing to be tutors, please drop in the group, in the WhatsApp group that you belong in, drop in the group, or reach out to me privately. Hi, I would like to, my name is so and so, I would like to volunteer for the tutorials, right? If you can be a tutor, we appreciate that. Even if it's just one day or one subject or one topic you're willing to tutor or give insights about, let us know. you know Reach out, provide support, provide whatever help you can provide. All right. The reasons why we are having to use Telegram is such that, and this, having this session on YouTube is such that there is record for the future. People know that there are those coming much later. We don't have to keep, like, this session now. We've had it on WhatsApp, like, at least I know over 10 times since 2019. You can imagine be having this same session. So I'm like, okay, no, enough of WhatsApp. Let's put it where, such that in the future we can just send it and just copy the link, send it across, and it's basically the same process anyways, unless things change with the nursing council. Right. So that's that about that. Once again, I'd like to congratulate you guys. I'm sure it wasn't easy. I'm sure it wasn't easy. Okay. But hey, you've made it through. What I always like to tell our nurses is, you know, squeeze through, make whatever sacrifice is needed. Just pass the exam and move on. Right. Move on to the next phase. And yes, congratulations, you've done that now. Now let's move on. Right. Okay. Okay, so let me know those who are with us. Just in 30 seconds, I'm watching my timer here. In 30 seconds, just in the chats, right? In the chat, just let me know where you did your adaptation center, where your adaptation was, where you did your adaptation. Just let me know. Let me be sure that there are people actually on this call. I'm not seeing some dummy figure here, right? Just let me know, where did you do your adaptation center? Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Just put it in the chat where you did your adaptation center, or you don't need to put anything. Oh, great. Patiro University, Kano. Okay, and we have Faith Patrick. Report. Okay. Bayero University here. I'm a bias. Okay, I am biased about this. Okay, as far as university here, University of Port Harcourt, in all of Nigeria. If you like, come and sue me. I will defend it, because you see the kind of experience we got at Uniport. It was just amazing. Okay, it was amazing. It was amazing. right? The feedback, the experience we had, the environment, the students in students, come on, come on. Uniport was amazing. Dr. Faith Diogu was an amazing, it was a great help for us, and she helped us make sure that target was 100% pass. You can imagine. Our target was 100% pass. You can imagine the things that we share in Naftrans Academy that has helped people pass were things that we actually learned from Uniport. You can understand. So yes, I don't care what anybody says. Uniport is by far the best adaptation center. So yeah, Uniport. Okay. We have persons. We have uh in the lead, right? As far as the best performing institutions, they usually have high success rates. I don't know how it is with this batch though, but usually it's been pretty good, right? We have Uni Ilori. We've been hearing that Uni Ilori has been showing our candidates shaky. Like, how is it? Please let us know. Did they support you guys this time around, or did they stress you guys? We always hear that we are always reporting Uni Ilori, for whatever reason, but this year though we didn't hear any complaints. UniJOS is another excellent adaptation center. They always help our candidates make sure that they perform really well. So yeah, let's just move on. So thank you very much for engaging. Thank you very much for letting us know where your adaptation center was. And again, we'd like to know how was it for you, right? We'd really, really like to know. So without much further ado, just move on to our after the nursing council, what next? After the council exam, what next? Right? I'm just trying to get my notes here. Sorry, I'm always writing, so my notes are pretty much all over the place. But yes, yes. Great. Okay, so now that you've written and passed the council exam, the next thing for you to do is to actually be inducted into the nursing register. Okay, so the induction is basically the nursing council openly declaring that these people have gone through the adaptation, these people are, they've written the council exam, and we believe in their competence. Okay, they've gone through our assessments and they are competent enough to write to be inducted or to be called Nigerian Registered Nurses, right? So what's going to be December and give or take latest March, usually February, but let's just say March for in case there are things because nursing council is going through some changes currently, right? So between now and March, you should be receiving an invitation to come for your induction. Okay. Now you should know everything that I'm going to be saying here. There are things that you have to be pretty fast about. Okay, you really need to be fast about them. Don't dilly-dally, don't waste time. If you have any questions, you can, of course, ask in the group or send me a private message, send any of the admins a message, and of course, we'll provide you all the support we can. Okay. Between now and after your induction, okay, a lot of things are going to be pretty rush, right? You have to make some payments, actually two payments, and then you have to go for your induction. And you you will be given an invitation to come for your induction about a week to your induction. In fact, less than a week to your induction date. And you are required by law to be at the induction. There is nothing like, oh, I cannot make it for my induction. You have to make it for your induction. You cannot do without making it for your induction. You understand? So these are what you need to do. First, a link will be sent. I've already sent the link on the group, but after this session tonight, I'll also send the link on the group again. Right? A link will be sent. You are expected to actually register with that link. Now, the registration is simply you filling in details that will be that's for the portal, your nursing registration portal. Right? So whenever you're going for your license renewal, stuff like that, that's where you're going to fill all those details. That's your registration details. Okay. You'll be required to fill in those details. Now, after filling in those details, you will have to meet with the head of department at your adaptation center, be it Bayero University, be it University of Ilorin, be it University of Port Harcourt, be it Delsu or University of Ibadan, wherever you did your adaptation, right? You are meant to go and meet your head of department there and tell them to clear you. If you are not cleared, the purpose of the clearance is basically the department saying, oh, this person has gone through us, right? And we are confident enough to present this person for induction. First, the department has already presented it for exam and you made them proud, you passed the exam, right? Now they are presenting you for induction. You understand? So you're going to have to clear you. Let's say you have some punishment that you have to serve there that you have not served. they will not clear you. Let's say there's some amount, some money that you were meant to pay and you didn't pay, they will not clear you. Let's say you be misbehaving there as a candidate, whatever the reason may be, they will not clear you, okay, until you have basically made peace with them. You understand? So what you are required to do after filling that form is to go and meet your head of department to clear you. Now, once they clear you, the portal that you see is going to change. Okay, you'll be able to log in, and then the portal will change, and then you will see that you are now required to make a payment. The payment will be made on the portal itself. Okay, you're not using a third party thing, you are making the payment on the portal there itself. Now, what I like to tell people is, as you make the payment, that notification that shows, oh, payment successful, whatever it may be, right? Try to take a screenshot of it, because there will be no like receipt for you to download or something of the sort. Okay. Usually the council has their own record that shows people that have made this payment. Okay. But again, with the way network has been acting lately, and with the way Nigerian system works, in my opinion, it is better for you to actually, have like a proof of it that shows, that notification, and then of course your bank, transfer documentation, then your bank statement and all that. You can always present that in case there's any issues. There's usually no issues, but in case there is, you can always present that. Okay. Now, after you have done that, you sit back and wait for your invitation to come for your induction. Between now and the invitation to come for your what do you call it now, induction, right? You'll be actually required to make another payment. That's your induction fees. Okay. The induction fees is actually paid via remitter, not on the NMCM portal, but via remitter, a true remitter. Okay. Again, I'll send the process, the steps, step by step guide on how to actually pay for that a little later on, right? That's on the group, right? You'll be required to fill in the form that go on remitter. You're paying to the Nursing and Midwifery Council, or you're paying licensing and registration, yeah. And then description, under the description section, you are meant to put payment for induction fees, something along those lines, right? Again, I'll send it. We already have the template. I'll send it across on the group. Okay. Now, after paying that, of course, since it's remitter, the nursing council will obviously have a record of it, but again, keep your own receipt. This time you are expected, you are required, in fact, to bring that remitter payment proof to the nursing council a day or two before the induction date. You understand? So after paying the induction fee usually ranges between 10,000 to 13,500, thereabout, somewhere along those lines. But with the way the economy is right now, my dear, I'll tell you, right? Save yourself the trouble, even if you're not paying yet, because the council has to tell you how much they're paying. They have to, like, do all the calculation and all the approvals and all that. Now, between now and then, my advice to you is this: keep by the side between 30 to 30,000 naira, 20 to 30,000. In fact, I think I should even type this. Keep between 20 to 30,000 naira that you will use to pay for your remitter fee. Here's my note. Right? That you use to pay for your remitter fees. Again, the reason is such that by that time you will not be, it's the way it comes, it's going to be taking, it's going to come very suddenly, right? It's going to come, you're meant to pay for this, and you have like a week, usually less than a week, to make your payment. And the deadline, if you don't pay before the induction, before you come for induction and all that, it can be really rough. And then, all of that. So please make sure you pay. Now, the first payment you're paying on the after you've been approved on the NMCM portal, that one is usually about, I think, about 14 or 40 something thousand naira, somewhere along those lines. But again, expect all these prices, all these amounts to have been reviewed or to be reviewed. Okay. So what I'll tell you to do about that one, at least for now, because our about 2 to 3 batches ago, we had some departments that the head of departments were, a little slow in giving the approvals and all that. What I'll tell you to do between now and then, you should start putting your money together. Okay, put like 50 to 60,000 naira together. That you just keep it aside, so that by the time you're ready to pay, you just make your payment online once, and you move on, like life continues. So for all these payments, just keep like 100,000 naira if you can. Keep like 100,000 naira. It won't be up to that, hopefully. It won't be up to that, but just keep that. Always better to make arrangement for a surplus budget than a deficit budget, so that things you don't get thrown aback, right? So that's that. So first, you fill in the form, meet your head of department to approve your application. Then you make the payment on the NMCM portal. Remember to try and take a screenshot, as much as you can. Then when the notice comes for you to proceed to make payment for your induction fees, you pay via remitter. When you pay via remitter, of course, keep your proof of payment. Now, you also be getting a usually the same mail, but sometimes they could send another mail, right? Inviting you to come for the induction itself. That's the mail that will contain like your induction date, the venue, blah blah blah, and then directions. Usually what they'll tell you to do is you should come a day or two before the induction, right? Usually most of the time induction happens in Abuja. But there's been one incident, I think about 2 to 3 inductions ago, where the induction actually took place in Kano. Now, when that happened, we actually had to raise an alarm. Like we literally we raised a serious alarm. Kano was too far for people, especially for people traveling from the south, all the way up north. Kano was too far, and the council assured us that they will, as much as possible, try not to take it out of Abuja subsequently. But again, that was the previous registrar. We don't know how this registrar is actually going to, behave. We've not encountered him yet. So he's yet to really settle down in the office. So we are giving him a little time. Hopefully by January, things will get a little more settled with the nursing council. So yeah, that is that. Um, Inviting you for the induction, you will most likely, how it's been in the past, you will most likely be told to come for your induction, to come to the nursing council a day or two before the induction date itself. So let's say the induction is on, let's say on the 4th, right? You'll be required to be at the nursing council either on the 2nd or on the 3rd. The reason for this is because you need to fill some forms, you need to get the oath card. You may, emphasis on may, this is not a must, okay? You may also be getting your, what do you call it now? Your induction gown on that day. That's the days before the induction, right? You are likely to also get it on that day, but sometimes they'll tell you to come on that induction day morning, and then you go and collect your induction gown. Okay, so that because whatever be the case, know that your induction gown is going to be laundered, is already washed, ironed, and ready for you to just unwrap, wear, use, and then return. Okay, so that's basically it. Now for the induction day itself, I like to tell people, please be there on time. Prepare to be there on time. If the council says to be there by 9 a.m., please be there at least 30 minutes before 9 a.m. You understand? If the council says be there by 7:45, let's say because of the induction gown, blah blah blah, whatever the reason may be, please be there like at least 30 minutes beforehand. 7:45. So you should be there, what, 7:15, thereabout, right? The reason is because by the time you get there, you'll be able to get a good place to sit, one. And two, you won't be in a rush, you won't be tense, you won't be stressed. Okay. A lot of people don't know this, but when did this happen? I think 2020, either May or November exam candidates 2020. A lot of people were turned back from actually getting inducted. Why? Because they got there, the registrar got there before a bunch of them, and a lot of them were outside making up, and the registrar got angry, locked the gate, and said these guys are not ready for induction. It was only a handful of people inside the hall as at that time that ended up getting inducted. Okay, so please be there on time. I know we'll keep saying this. If you like, you take it. You like, don't take it. I have been inducted. I have my permanent license already. In fact, I have even renewed my own self. So yes. Now yes, be there on time. Dress. See, come, let me arrange my chair well for this part. See, you see that induction day. Eh? Dress to slay. You understand? Dress to slay. Don't dress indecently. Remember, you are a professional. Okay, but dress to slay. Like, kill it with your outfit that day. If you want to get a cake, get a cake. If you want to prepare post induction, mede and feel free. But dress, get what I mean, right? I have seen people that dress really shabbily for their induction. Yes, I have seen it. They will come with clothes that aren't iron, clothes that are jumping, and you know, hey, come on. It's I mean, for but why? Why would you do all that? Right? So dress to slay. See, now for the ladies, I want sisters of Nightingale, daughters of Nightingale. Please, one thing that causes problem a lot is your makeup. Okay, your makeup always tends to cause an issue. Every year, makeup used to cause an issue. Please don't let your makeup be the reason why you either come late or something will happen and one thing will not happen and one thing. You understand? Please make sure that your makeup arrangement, whatever it is sorted out and you are ready before that day. If you can afford it, please get a dedicated photographer that will cover you. There are some photographers that will be on ground that day, that will come for their own hustle and all that. The reason why I don't usually advise people to use those ones and I tell people to get their own photographer is because you may end up getting blur. Till today, I don't have a professionally snapped photo of my induction. Why? Simply because the photographer that we got, all the picture he snapped me were inusable. I couldn't use them. You understand? Sometimes they won't be clear. Sometimes they could, like, after snapping you, he will show you that it's clear and you okay, let you get your picture later. You may not find the guy, you may not find the picture. Issues can happen. So what I like to tell people is make arrangement for your own photographer. We have, at least for the past, in fact, since 2019, we've been making Naftrans, we've been making arrangements for photographers to come. We make the deal, we bring photographers for you and all of that and all of that. But please make photographer arrangement. If you want, I can always set the contact of photographers that I have. You know, just yeah. I make the arrangement, but this is too much stress. This year, if at all I'm coming for your induction, I'm just coming to catch cruise. Yeah, I'm not. You know, even down to hotel arrangements. We used to make hotel arrangements, and all. This year, look, I'm just coming to catch cruise this year. So that's that. Your budget, yeah, good. Now, a big issue that a lot of nurses face in Nigeria. This is not a problem that is unique to foreign trained nurses, mind you. This is a problem that the entire nursing community is currently facing, and that is a shortage of internship opportunities. Okay. You see this one, we have been working with several organizations over time. NAM, in fact, there was a time we had to like make a visit to the NAM head office, national head office, to go and like find out how exactly we could help. Ugonsa has been on this case. Empowering nurses to an extent, HIC to an extent, amongst other things. But the council has regulations that they are very, very strict about. But we hope that this new registrar will actually work on making things better. But internship opportunities has been really scarce in Nigeria. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you to do is start applying for internships. Yes, I know you've not gotten your internship. Oh yes, I didn't talk about something very important. Your internship package. There's a package you'll be given at your internship. Okay, but before I'll let me just make a note of that. I will definitely come back to that. Okay, so just give me a moment. Let me quickly make a note. Yes. So for your what do you call it now? For your internships, start applying for internships. Start applying for internships. I cannot stress this enough. Okay, start. Yes, I know you don't have some of the necessary requirements. That's your intern license, induction certificate. Not really necessary, but sometimes you might just want to throw it in. But there are some places that when you apply to, right, they often do they normally do exams, interviews, and stuff like that. Places like that, please go ahead and apply to them from now. Let me give you my personal experience. Now, this is something that I didn't know about not until it was pretty late. Okay. We wrote our council exam in May. Results came out in June. We got inducted end of July. By end of July, on the 31st of July 2019, to be precise. Um, by that 29th, sorry, not 29th, 30th, 30th was it? 30th or 31st? The last day of July, basically. Um, on that day, what happened was we were interacting, I was interacting with my colleagues, and I got to find out that a lot of people had already applied for internship. Now, I knew for a fact that you can only apply for internship with your intern license, which you'll be given at your induction, right? But what I didn't know was that you could also apply to certain places without it. Okay. Couple of my friends were telling me, oh, they've applied to this place, they're now preparing for the exams, blah, 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 and all that. And imagine my surprise, right? And these are people that wrote council exams together, same hall, prepared together, and did everything. So, had to start raising, like, how you knew about this, you didn't say anything. And, of course, there's always those that will hide information, even amongst those of you that are on this call right now. I know a lot of you already applying and you will not say anything when um yes. There are some places rather that will allow you to apply for internship. These are places that will um, conduct exams, conduct interviews and whatnot after the whole application process, screening process, right? For those places, oftentimes you can actually apply for internships before you get inducted. Because by the time you apply for internship, by the time you are doing their exams, interview, whatever be the case, right? You now have your documents and you can present your documents. Now, if you see that the place is going to have they've already published their interview or exam date, and that date is not going to be before your induction day, please don't even waste your time. Because without that license, they will not. Okay, I wouldn't say don't waste your time, still give it a shot if you can. Okay. Reason being this, I have seen normally, right, what happens is they won't conduct your interview, screening, whatever be the case, exam, whatever be the case, right? However, I have heard reports of certain places that still give um um opportunities for candidates to still do the screening and all that, the exam, interview, whatever be the case, even before the license comes out. So by the time the induction intern license is out, they just go submit it and complete documentation and all that. Okay, so yeah, to give it a shot if they allow you to. Some places when you go and apply, they will not tell you upfront your document is not complete. Please don't bother applying. It's not going to be reviewed. Such places, you move on. Okay. Now, you may not be able to travel across the federation applying for internship. Personally, I applied for internship about 8 times till I was like fed up. I was like, I am not doing this anymore. I was just gonna move, right? Um, but there are certain places. There was the place I ended up doing my internship in was a place I had applied to about 3 times. It was my third application there that it pulled through. So yeah. For places that they don't do interview, screen, and all that, I'll say don't even bother. Get your stuff before going to apply. This is like HMB, for instance, especially HMB Abuja. They don't even go. They'll just the person collecting the application will just tell you, see, your document is not complete, just go. Okay. So just wait. When you come for your internship, your induction rather, okay, prepare to apply for your just get photocopy of all your documents so that you just attach photocopy your intern license, attach it, and go and submit once. You understand? You might want to, being that you may not be able to travel across the federation applying to different places, you might want to join groups for these application agents. Now, let me tell you, don't think that application agents means you are going to get an internship. They are only going to help you apply. Personally, I applied to University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, wrote exam there. University of Benin Teaching Hospital, did interview there. I applied to Rivers State University. I applied to HMB, Hospital Management Board Abuja. I applied to Lily Hospital. By then, they hadn't started doing internship yet. Where else did I apply to? I think I applied to Benin, Bayelsa, somewhere in Bayelsa Hospital. So I shall apply to a bunch of places, even University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, right? Applied, did the exams, did everything there, right? Usually the basic documents you should have, of course, your application letter or application form, depending on which one the center is receiving. You should also get your CV ready. You should get your first school living certificate, primary school testimonial, first school living certificate, your WAEC certificate, your senior secondary school testimonial, sometimes requested for. local government of origin, very important. Your birth certificate, very important. Your Some places we ask for your transcript, not everywhere, but some places do. Um, then you should get three referral letters ready. Get three referral letters ready. So all the places you're applying, average three referral letters. Um, I don't think I don't think there's anywhere that asks for less than three. Everywhere asks for three. Okay. Referral letters, you can get referral letters from almost anyone, right? So yeah, just so long as if it's a corporate organization, if it's like a professional related to you, you can get that, on a letterhead and stuff. If not, get a normal A for people, let person just type it and keep it and submit. So that works. So yes, about your internship package. So at this point, I'm just going to tell you if you have any questions, anything I missed out, just drop it in the comments in the chat. Okay, just type your questions in the chat, such that by the time I'm done what I'm saying, if nothing else comes up, I'll just go to the chat and start answering your questions rather. Okay. Yes. So about the internship package. Now, by the time you go for your induction, please make sure that the things in your internship package are complete. You are required to leave the induction venue with especially 4 documents, right? Yeah, especially 4 documents. Your intern license, which has a 1 year validity. Without it, you cannot apply for internship anywhere. Your induction certificate, which show that you have been inducted. Has these 2 things aside from internship, they don't really have much market value. They don't have any market value. So, but without them, you cannot apply for internship anywhere. Okay, so you have those. Your logbook, which is what your supervisor or preceptor during your internship is meant to sign. Okay, so if that's not there, your internship also is not complete. Your logbook and then checklist. Yes, those are the 4 documents that must absolutely be in your internship induction package. Okay, now make sure that even when you collect them, make sure that you check through your intern license, your name is correctly spelled. Make sure that your on the induction certificate and the intern license, your names are correctly spelled. Any errors, please escalate immediately before you leave that place. Make sure you check. Even after warning you people, if after telling people, people will still carry it and go home. Then they will not be calling me middle of the night. Imagine somebody call, please check. Anybody that calls me this time around to tell me, oh, I go home, I stay in Lagos, and I go home only to now check and find out that only to now get home and find out that the name of my this thing. I'll do like I'll just read the message and then move. And we will keep stressing unnecessary. People not keep me from family. Yeah. So yes, that is that. So please make sure you check. Very, very important. Okay. So at this point, I think I've covered all I had prepared to say tonight. So I'm not seeing any questions. So is it that you people don't have questions or what? Okay, we have some person. Oh, Uni Lorry was cool with you guys this year. Okay, that's good. That's good. They've changed after much fighting. They've changed. That's good. Okay. So any questions? That's basically it. Yes. So okay. So there's someone from ABU Zaria. Hi, oh, wow. Yar Zaria. Mhm. Okay. They just looked at the name and said, no, let's send this guy home. Right. Okay, that's good. Okay. So one more thing. Typically every year what we like to do is we like to give foreign trained nurses a chance to meet, connect, network, and have a good time. Right? We like to organize a sometimes dinner, sometimes lunch, so that after the induction you just move on to the venue and just go and have a time to just chill. Now, we can do this for you guys if you guys are interested in it. We could go to a place. We could go to a place where just have good food, and of course you have to pay for it. I'm not covering anybody's bill. You have to pay for it. Okay. To get a good food in Abuja, a place that really really has good food in Abuja is about 10K. Okay. That one you are really eating like really good food. You're going to enjoy the food you're eating. Right. It's roughly minimum of 10K. You get good food. There are some cheaper places that I may not really know, but yeah, um, you know, usually around 10K. So if you guys are interested, let us know in the group and we'll see what we can put together for you. But not that you will tell us you are interested and then by the time we start telling you to pay now, you guys will ghost us. Okay. And then for those of you that will be planning your own at the back, why segregate yourself? Why not put whatever you are putting together, bring it forward so that I mean, the more the merrier, right? As we're talking now, every year you see like multiple groups planning their own, and then everywhere you will not be here, oh, only two people paid, only one person. Why not just pull your resources together and have a good time? Right. Sure. Okay, got some questions. So first question by Elijah. The question reads, what do we do if we're not able to get an internship placement? If you're not able to get an internship placement, then you have to get an internship placement. Yeah, that's the simple answer to that question. Or you want a longer version? Internship is a must in Nigeria. So long as you have a BSc, you must absolutely do internship. When I went to University of Port Harcourt to do the internship exam, there was this person I overheard. She was saying that was her fourth year trying to get internship placement. Now, unofficially, if let's say you are having difficulty getting internship, okay, reach out to me. I'm not saying I will give you internship placement too, please. But of course, I'll check my network and see if there are any available opportunities, right? And then see where we can fix you in. This is after you have tried. You must have a track record of having applied to places. So please, not able to just come and start bombarding me with an internship placement. I'm not to give internship placement. I don't sell internship placement. I don't sell work. I don't do all those. All the places I have worked, I never paid for anyone. So, and make sure to join groups. Make sure to join nursing groups, healthcare professional groups. As far as application agencies goes, we have accredited ones, the ones that we have given our approvals because of their track record, and we always tell them to take care of our clients. In fact, there are some that have lost their accreditation with us, being that they don't treat our candidates well. So Express Medical, is it Express Medical? Huh? Yeah, I think Express Medical is the name. Anyway, I'm going to speak to their admins and get their links and send them the groups so that you guys can join. Okay. Now you don't have to use all of them, but join all their groups such that if at all they are applying anywhere, this you see the advert is out is where you want to apply. See, and don't make the mistake of saying, "Oh, I want this place, I don't want this place." You will waste your time unnecessarily. You understand? Everywhere apply as much as you can. It's going to cost you some money, yes, but try and apply to as many places as you can. Increase your chances. You understand? Increase your chances. Getting internship placement is not beans. It took me that is speaking like this. It took me a year before I could get a place. My license had already expired before I got a place. Then save yourself the headache. Um, Yes, Alpha Elijah, yes, is a must to intern as a BSc holder in Nigeria. Although you have already talked about it, but please give me more clarification as of how to apply for apply internship without the internship. Okay, I'm guessing you're asking if it's possible to apply for internship without the internship package. No, it is not. You must apply, you must get your internship package complete, and the names must be correlated. This is already 8:30. I have another meeting. Yeah, so you must absolutely make sure that your internship package is complete. Okay, you cannot apply without it. Your intern license, induction certificates, sometimes. Yeah. Okay, good evening, blessing. Okay. What if one is unable to get internship placement until the prior frame on the intern license? What happens? Okay, so the intern license actually is valid for only 1 year. Okay, now if by the time that 1 year lapses, you have still not gotten the internship placement, you can always apply for a renewal. I think it costs about 2,000 naira to apply for a renewal. You have to apply. A requirement, however, is that you must get a placement before you can apply for a renewal. So if at all you go apply somewhere and they tell you, oh, you need to bring a valid one, then you can always tell them the nursing council has instructed that you must apply, you must get a placement. So the requirements to apply an application letter requesting nursing council to renew your application for you, and then your letter of employment, your offer letter, from the place you've gotten the placement, right? So that's how you renew your intern license for another 1 year. So hopefully that'll be the last time. I mean, since you've gotten a placement, that's going to be the last time. Okay. Please do FTN do midwifery license exams too, and how do we apply for that? Yes, you can do a midwifery. Midwifery, you can do do a post-basic course in midwifery. There is no special provision for foreign trained nurses, only nursing. Because the reason is because nursing is a block in the nursing council, midwifery is another block, and the midwifery block of the nursing council has not yet made special provisions for foreign trained nurses. Okay, they want everybody, all of us, to go through the normal adaptation, normal school of nursing, school of midwifery program. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, you have to go through the 18 months program. Just walk into any school of nurse, school of midwifery, pick up the application form, apply, go through their screening process, and then get your stuff. Right. I have, however, heard that some heads of department in some adaptation centers, they try to help foreign trained nurses by appealing to the nursing council that, oh, they believe this person is capable of writing and passing the midwifery exams. So you can also speak to your head of department, see if they are willing to vouch for you, right? See if they are willing to vouch for you. It doesn't always happen. A lot of departments don't really like doing this, but see if yours will be willing to support you in that. Yeah. Okay, can internship be done in a private hospitals? There are some private hospitals accredited for internship for nursing. Okay, not every hospital is. Okay, so what I'll tell you to do, if at all you want to apply to a specific hospital, go into that hospital and ask them. There is a list. There's a list actually currently going around about the that's a list for hospitals that are accredited for internship. Okay, we'll see if I can. Yeah, I'll see if I can get that list. Ask Karen if I can get that list. I mean, the list gets updated every so often, so let's see. Okay, but you can always just walk into the hospital and ask if they do. But private hospitals, I know St. Nicholas in Lily Hospital applies. Live Right Hospital, sorry, St. Nicholas in Lagos State, sorry, does internship. I know Live Right, I think that's what it's called, also in Lagos. I know Lily Hospital in Benin, Lily Hospital in Warri, they do listen. And please, in case you have the opportunity of helping somebody get placement, if you don't know anybody, reach out to me. We have people that need the internship placement. Okay, you have sure link. Please reach out to me. 2021, right? Or 17, 2021. That was when yes, that was when one of our nurses in one of the hospitals, private hospitals to be precise, I don't remember the hospital anymore, but she reached out to me that they were applying. That was the period they were about to start applying, open the portal application process for intern nurses, and because of her outstanding performance there, her head of department, unit head of nursing, right, told her if she had people she could refer to come. And she reached out to me. We got some persons, and they've done their internship today. So if you can, please let us know. We have a lot of people who have spent years here to get internship placement. Now, again, if you stayed too long, 8 months, 9 months, reach out. 6 months, 7 months, 8 or 9, reach out. Right? Please, are there specific hospitals to apply for internship? Yes, there are specific hospitals. Every hospital management board, I think almost every federal medical center, every no, I think every teaching hospital, every state teaching hospital, federal and state teaching hospital, basically almost every government hospital does internship. Okay, for nurses. Private hospitals is where the bone of contention usually is. But again, you can always walk in and ask. Okay. Uh, I'm a licensed midwife. Will council merge the license for me, please? Yes, it is possible for the council to merge your license. However, you need to make a special appeal to them. Contact registrations office. Okay, so that they'll tell you how the process is meant to be. Please, good evening, boss. Good evening, Nurse Faith. Please kindly remind which month the induction will be coming up and how many days does it take place. Induction is always one day, just a few hours. When exactly we don't know, because there are lots of preparation the council needs to do to welcome you guys. Things like your photographer, things like your makeup, things like your hotel reservations and all that. In case you need them, you can always reach out. Just drop a message on the group. Of course, during this period, you will all see me relatively pretty active on the group, right? So you can always drop a message on the group, and we'll see what you guys need and how you guys can be helped. Okay. Can internship be done in National ENT Hospital in Kaduna? Considering that there is national in front of it, I would say most likely. Okay, but again, you can always just walk in and Yazaria, not Yazaria. Yeah, you can just walk in and ask to be sure. Okay, so I think that's all the questions I have right now. Unless there are other ones that I might have missed. No, that's about it. Is the must? Yes, is a must. Yes, okay, that's about it. Okay, so yes, that's it for us tonight. I need to hop into another meeting, which I'm really running a little late for. So yes, in case of any other questions, please feel free to ask in the group. Okay, thank you very much for joining the session tonight. And yeah, congratulations once again. And here's looking forward to please, if you know you can help us out, tutorials, coaching, support, you have some insights that you think will help the future generations of adaptees, right? Please feel free to reach out to us. Let's see how we can help our colleagues, right? Let's see how we can help our colleagues. It's very, very important. The outcome of these results is nothing to write home about. Okay. So yeah, thank you very much, and that's it from me tonight. Good night.